I recently did this pink makeup look for my stream and quite a lot of people complimented me on it, so here is a makeup tutorial on it. Just a friendly reminder that you do not have to get new products, you can just use whatever you own. I'm not going to show you any specific products unless they are somewhat unique and you're most likely not going to find them anywhere else. So I've already done my foundation and concealer here. So right now I'm just putting a Milky Baby Pink eyeshadow all over my under eye, and then I'm just doing a bit of a shading effect with a darker pink eyeshadow on the outer parts. This pink under eye look was a trend a while back ago, so I'm slightly late to this. You can also use some cream products to achieve this look, or even mix in some pink blushes into your concealer. I'm just using pink eyeshadow. Now for the eyes, I pretty much only use this one brush. This is actually a nail brush that I got off of AliExpress. I just really like the shape of it for my Asian eyes. I just feel like it's perfect for blending and also getting the shapes that I want. You don't need to just use one brush. I'm only using one because I just cannot be bothered swapping to different brushes, and I just find that this works for me. So right now I'm just putting a Milky Baby Pink eyeshadow all over my eyes on the top and on the bottom. I'm covering a lot of space here, but I'm not pulling it too high up into the brows. And the key thing here is to pull the eyeshadow outwards, at least if you have the same eye shape and maybe face structure, etc. as me. And just think horizontal. We're not going down, we're not going up, we are just going sideways with our eyeshadow. Now I'm adding some darker pink eyeshadow to add some dimension. I'm pretty much putting the pink eyeshadow in the same placement, except for this time you're not going to be doing it too far out. This time you're just going to like shorten it a little bit. We're just trying to make a gradient effect, so we don't want it to be blown out too much. We want to keep it a little bit more closer to our lash line. Now I'm using an even darker pink eyeshadow to kind of give off a lining effect, just to give it more dimension. Again, you want to keep the placement a lot more tighter, closer to your lash line. And this time for the bottom eye, I am only shading 1/3 or 1/2 of the outer portion. You do not want to go all the way through, otherwise your bottom eye is going to look quite heavy. So I'm just shading the outer portion of it. So now this is where the fun and magic happens. This is a duochrome eyeshadow palette that I got off of AliExpress. The brand is called Sheen Effect. It is a reputable Chinese brand. Sometimes you'll find some shady brands on AliExpress, but sometimes you will find some legit reputable ones like Sheen Effect. Fun fact, sometimes on TikTok you'll find some small business owners who have their own makeup brand. Unless they're making things by hand, a lot of them are just outsourcing their products from China. So you can actually get these makeup products from these like small TikTok businesses at a lower price just directly from the source. Of course, you have to be careful with some shady brands, and if the prices are too good to be true, then they probably are, but there are actually some legit makeup manufacturers on AliExpress that are safe to use. So now for the eyeliner, I'm just drawing pretty much a horizontal line. I'm keeping this very thin and quite long. I am not doing some Ariana Grande liner. This is gonna be very thin, okay? Keyword thin. Again, for my eye shape and face structure, I prefer having my eyeshadow and eyeliner just drawn outwards. I have a pretty long face, and so I find that having my eyes drawn out horizontally really balances it out. And yes, I am drawing it directly horizontally. It's not angling up, it's not angling down, although it might look like it right now because of the camera angle being above, but I am doing it just straight horizontal, okay? Do not bring it up, do not bring it down. Now I'm just curling my lashes and putting on mascara. The way I like to do it is I like to curl, put some mascara on, let it dry for a bit, and then curl it again at the root so I can get a better curl. You can use false eyelashes, and I used to wear them, but I just stopped because I couldn't be bothered with them and I just like didn't really like the feeling of it. So now I just stick to mascara. Honestly, my lashes have looked better on other days. This time, I'm not really too sure why they weren't really cooperating with me. So maybe I just didn't like curl them properly, I don't know. But I swear to God, normally they look better, and hopefully you can do a better job at curling your eyelashes than I do. Now I'm just putting on some pink highlighter, and remember, you can just use whatever pink highlighter you own. You do not need to buy new products. Now I'm just contouring the face, and I'm focusing only on the jawline pretty much. When it comes to Asian faces, we actually do have flatter faces than other races, and so doing that chiseled contour below our cheeks just isn't really flattering for quite a lot of us. You'll notice that I'm pretty much focusing focusing the contour at the bottom of my face and then I'll drag it upwards. That way my face gives off a more rounded look. It's better for me to just focus on the jawline so I have a bit more of like a V-shaped look. And then for the forehead, I like to just contour the top part only so I make my forehead look smaller because again, I have a longer face and I want to shorten it a little bit. Now for the nose, I feel like I've changed my nose contouring quite a lot over the years, but this one I'm pretty happy with. A lot of people just put 2 lines down the nose and call it a day, but your nose is 3-dimensional, and so I like to do some shading along the sides of the nose. You can kind of picture a triangle on the side of your nose, and that is pretty much where I am focusing the contour on. Also, with my long face shape, I don't contour the entire nose, so I don't bring it too high up. I pretty much only focus on like the bottom half or 2/3 of the nose. Otherwise my nose would look even longer and it just would not be flattering for my face shape. Now I'm just doing my brows and I don't really do too much on my brows. I like to just focus on the outer portion and again kind of bring it more horizontal and outwards. I like to keep it more on the natural side, otherwise my brows kind of just like look too obvious and in your face. For the lip, I am using a lip gloss that I mixed in 10 different lipsticks in, so do not ask me what this shade is because I have no idea. This is a Frankenstein type of lipstick that I mixed in a lot of things because I was bored and I just wanted to use up lipsticks that I don't normally use. And so this is just a Frankenstein lipstick. I have no idea what the shade is, so don't ask me. So this is the final makeup look. Again, you do not need to buy new products, just use whatever you own, and also to do things that are flattering for your face shape and eye shape. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and I do want to make more of these videos on my other channel. And also let me know if you recreate this makeup look. Mwah!